Picture this. A child sits on the living room couch after a long day, shoes still on, backpack still slumped on their shoulder, eyes filling with tears they're trying so hard to hide. The parent walks in, ready to lecture, but instead says a single sentence that instantly softens everything. "I can see this day was a lot for you." And just like that, the meltdown pauses. Not because the problem is solved, but because the child feels seen. Most parents don't realize how one sentence, spoken at the right moment, can shape a child's emotional world for the rest of their life. In this video, you're going to learn 5 powerful phrases that emotionally intelligent parents use, phrases that help kids develop confidence, empathy, emotional regulation, and deep connection. These aren't generic positive parenting tips. They are simple, specific sentences that you can start using today. And the best part? Every single one of these phrases is easy, practical, and proven to build a child's lifelong emotional intelligence. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use these phrases, when to use them, and why they work. Each phrase builds on the next, and the final one is the most transformative, so keep watching till the end. Let's zoom in on a moment most parents know too well. A young child, maybe 5, maybe 10, is trying to build something. A Lego tower, a drawing, a school assignment, and it keeps going wrong. Frustration builds. Small sounds turn into sighs. Sighs turn into whining. And whining turns into tears or snapping. The parent hears it from the other room. And the instinctive response is often, "Stop whining. You're overreacting. Just calm down." But imagine another scenario. The parent walks in, kneels beside the child, and simply says, "I can see you're really frustrated because this is harder than you expected." In an instant, this phrase does 2 powerful things. It labels the emotion, which helps the child understand themselves, and it validates the emotion, which tells the child, "You're not broken. You're human." The child feels seen, not judged. Understood, not corrected. Supported, not dismissed. Children who feel understood don't shut down. They open up. And here's why this matters. Kids don't enter the world knowing their emotions. They feel everything, but they can't always name it. When you label a feeling, the brain actually relaxes, stress response is lower, and the child becomes more capable of problem solving. So when a parent helps a child name what they feel, they're not just calming them, they're teaching emotional vocabulary. They're saying, "Your emotions make sense, I hear you. I'm with you." It's the first step to raising a child who understands their inner world instead of fighting it. The next phrase you're about to learn is the key to unlocking honesty, even when kids make big mistakes. Let's shift to another moment. A child stands frozen in the hallway, small hands holding the pieces of a broken object, a spilled drink, a shattered vase, a ripped assignment. You can see the fear in their eyes. They expect yelling. They expect disappointment. They expect rejection. As the child walks in slowly, looking down in despair, bearing the weight of guilt in their actions, the words, "I'm sorry," slowly slip from their lips. When kids anticipate punishment, their bodies go into fight, flight, or freeze. Their brain says, "Hide, deny, protect yourself." But imagine instead the parent takes a breath and responds with, "Thank you for telling me." Those 5 words do more than calm the situation. They build a bridge. Because honesty does not grow in fear, it grows in safety. When a child hears, "Thank you for telling me," they learn, "My mistakes do not define me. My parent sees my honesty as a strength. I can come to them with anything, mistakes, fears, confessions, and they won't love me any less." This phrase increases future honesty. It decreases shame. It increases communication. It builds connection. And here's the truth. Children who hear this grow up into adults who don't hide problems. They seek solutions instead. Next, we're going to talk about the phrase that turns emotional chaos into teamwork instead of conflict. Every parent knows this moment. Your child is overwhelmed. There's a tantrum, or shouting, or crying, maybe over something that seems small to you but feels huge to them. The instinct is to fix it, or control it, or shut it down quickly. But the emotionally intelligent parent does something different. They say, let's figure this out together. When a child learns how to calm with someone, they eventually learn how to calm on their own. So imagine the parent sits beside the child, takes a breath, and says, let's figure this out together. This phrase shifts the dynamic instantly. You're no longer the critic. You're the coach, the teammate, the ally. This phrase rewires the moment from you're a problem to we're a team. It shifts the child from panic to partnership. It sends powerful messages. You are not alone. Your feelings don't scare me. We can solve things side by side. Children who grow up hearing this learn problem solving. They learn resilience. They learn that challenges can be faced with support rather than shame. Whether it's solving a math problem, organizing a messy room, or finding a way to calm down when feelings explode. This phrase teaches problem solving, resilience, and collaboration. Kids learn you're not alone in big feelings. And big feelings don't make me unlovable. And coming up next is the phrase almost every adult wishes they heard more when they were growing up. A lot of kids grow up hearing things like, stop crying, don't be dramatic, you should be grateful. Stop being angry, that's nothing to be upset about. But feelings don't vanish when dismissed. They get buried, quiet, hidden, and the child learns, my emotions are wrong. These phrases teach emotional avoidance, the belief that certain emotions should be hidden, controlled, or ignored. But kids don't need to suppress emotions, they need to understand them. Imagine a child crying because a friend didn't want to play with them at recess, or because their drawing didn't come out right, or because they feel embarrassed or ashamed. Instead of minimizing, the parent says softly, it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to be angry. I'm here. This teaches emotional acceptance, the cornerstone of emotional intelligence. Here's the truth. Kids can't regulate emotions they're not allowed to feel. This phrase gives them permission without judgment. And when a child believes their emotions are valid, they grow into adults with strong empathy, healthy boundaries, better communication, higher self-esteem, and lower anxiety. And the last phrase might be the most powerful of all, because it literally rewires a child's sense of self-worth. Every child, no matter their age, has a silent fear. Do you love me when I mess up? Do you love me when I'm emotional? Do you love me when I'm not perfect? Children tie love to behavior. They believe if I do well, I'm lovable. If I fail, I'm disappointing. This is why unconditional love must be spoken, not just assumed. Children make mistakes. They test boundaries. They break rules. They get overwhelmed. They feel ashamed. But unconditional love is what shapes emotionally secure adults. Imagine a child who is angry, crying, or slamming doors, or a teenager who said something hurtful, or a kid who failed a test after working hard. The parent gently says, I love you, even when you're upset. I love you even when you make mistakes. I love you even when things are messy. These words create emotional security, the belief that love is not conditional, not earned, not fragile. A child who knows they are always loved grows into an adult who isn't terrified of failure, feels safe expressing emotions, doesn't crumble under criticism, doesn't settle for unhealthy relationships, has a strong inner foundation. This phrase doesn't excuse behavior. It anchors identity. It says, "You are loved for who you are, not what you do." And that becomes a voice your child carries forever. Raising emotionally intelligent kids isn't about perfect parenting. It's about intentional parenting, small daily habits, and small phrases that shape how children understand themselves and the world. Today you learned 5 of the most powerful phrases you can use. I can see that you're feeling, "Thank you for telling me. Let's figure this out together." It's okay to feel that way. "I love you, even when..." These aren't just words, they're tools. They're emotional anchors. They're seeds that breed kids who are confident, compassionate, emotionally aware, and resilient humans. If you want more mindful parenting insights, emotional intelligence tips, and gentle parenting scripts, make sure to like, subscribe, and check out the next one on the screen. Your words today become the voice your child carries for life. Choose them intentionally. Choose them with love. This is Life's Whispered Moments. Tune in for more stories of life, love, and lessons.